girl. Out of the way. She did her chores. She did them today. Chore girl. Out of the way. She did her chores. And she did them today. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Why am I wearing glasses? I don't need them. These are my blue light glasses, and I'm obsessed with them, okay? I think they add a little character to me. You know? Puts me at an odd age range. How old is she? Does she have children? Does she pick them up from sports? How does she invite her neighbors over to a barbecue? Those are the questions that I think that these glasses pose to the viewer, and I like to confuse people. I want to pick a book to read. This could just be my head talking right now, which I kind of hope it is. I want to pick a book to read for the upcoming week. Let's say week because I feel like being ambitious in my filming, and I can do it. It'll probably just be a couple of days, but I'll probably title this A Week in My Life or something like that. I have been reading really well lately. I've been physical booking it up. I've been reading some great stories. I've been thoroughly enjoying myself, so I feel like I'm right back into that reading swang of things, babe. So I want to read something different. I picked my Patreon book club book for July. It was a lot of fun. I definitely want to read a classic right now, and I want it to be about New York adjacent. So it's based in Brooklyn. If you can guess. But right now I want to pick a book for like the week, not just the month. And today we're gonna pick, it's right here. It's almost like I knew it was here. Absolutely not Oliver Sacks, get out of here. That's The Trees by Percival Everett. I've heard of Everett because I was on Goodreads and somebody wanted to read his book, Erasure, I believe is the name. I'll correct myself if I am wrong. He has a whole catalog of books. Look at how many books that he has written. That is impressive. And if I'm correct, Erasure is right there. So that definitely was the book that I wanted to read. I still haven't read it. But now I'm gonna read The Trees by Percival Everett. So I feel like I'm making up for a little bit of lost time. This should be great. From what I've heard, this is a really wonderful novel. It is shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2022. I feel like Everett is also having a lot of success with James, which is his newest novel. Haven't read it yet either, but I feel like I'm excited to get into his work. So that's what we're gonna be reading, babe. That's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be going to a museum with my friend today. So I'll maybe take you along for that. And then I'm gonna go to a public swimming pool. Oof. Onward to Queens, baby. Fun fact, Astoria, Queens was the first neighborhood that I moved to in New York City. I lived there for about a year and I really enjoyed it. I think Queens has the best food out of all the boroughs. Fight me on it. My best friend still lives there, so I'm back like once a week. Sweating in Queens. This week we decided to spend some time at the Noguchi Museum. Such stunning architecture, formations, and sparse art direction. You know a museum's good when there's barely anything in it. Almost too much culture. I love a museum though. Nothing makes me feel more motivated than seeing somebody else's life work. Hello. Oh. Ooh.
It's like not the white last house.
And they burn your feet. And in order to preserve the cultural theme of the day, my best friend and I went to the cultural epicenter of the world, What? 25-cent water baby and $1.20 ice cream. You're lying if you say that you're above it. Don't worry, we didn't end up going to the pool. But we did stumble upon a festival in Lower Queens. That's summer for you. Oh yeah, mommy. Oh yeah. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. Yeah. I'm not a singer. I'm not. But you know what I am? Girl, I'm a reader. I'm a reader, okay? I'm a reader. Come on in here, Oleg. Oleg, come here. What are you looking for, Oleg? Look at that. Look at that handsome man. Look at that handsome man. All right, you saw his outfit. Take one guess where he's going. Don't say it yet, Oleg. Don't say it. Let the guesses roll in. If you guess jujitsu, you're right. You're 100%. That is what that man is getting ready to go to do, is wrestle around on a mat looking like a hot cater waiter. Anyway, guys, I'm wearing the wrong outfit right now because I am now obsessed with this little microphone, so I'm using it in every single video, and I have to plug in my phone to use that. Also, I'm going to let you guys know a little hack, okay? If you go to Trader Joe's, if you have a Trader Joe's near you, you need to get the Fruit Frenzy bars right here. Give us a little ASMR. I am loving this book, okay? I just sat at my local library for like an hour, and I got 100 pages in. This thing is a cruise read because it is amazing. Wow. I am so keen to read more of Everett's writing because this is just blowing me away. This feels like it's a movie. It feels like it's a movie. It's moving so fast. The characters are so well-rounded, and this is right up my alley. If you know me, you might know that one of my favorite shows of all time is True Detective. I love a good, like, Southern cop, like getting to the bottom of things. And this isn't exactly that, but feels like that. True Detective was talking about child crimes. This is much more about the history of racism in this place called Money, Mississippi. And it is following the story of a group of men who are found murdered. And there alongside them is the body of a young black man who is also found murdered. But every time that they're in the morgue, the body of the black man seemingly disappears. Well, it's all about the history of this family who, this isn't really a spoiler, it's on the back of the book, that had a hand in killing Emmett Till. If you didn't know who Emmett Till was, he was this young black boy in Mississippi who was wrongly accused of basically flirting with a white woman, and her family went after him and gruesomely murdered him. This book is covering kind of the sins of a family and catching up with them, and it is very, very good. There's oddly humor in this. The way that Everett writes is so stunning. I have a feeling I'm going to finish this in a day or two. So I thought that it was going to be a little bit of a longer read, but it's so good that I can't put it down. I can't. Ooh. Oh, new location unlocked. I also was watching a movie last night, which inspired my hair. Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I know it's annoying when people do that. I'm sorry, but I want to be annoying right now, and I want to pay homage to Penelope Cruz in that movie. She absolutely deserved her Oscar. She gave it her all, and she was stunning in that movie. I love Scarlett Johansson as well. I think she's a really underrated actress when she was not doing Marvel movies. I don't dislike Marvel movies. I really am totally ambivalent toward them. But when she did Match Point, oh man, I loved that movie. That's such a good movie. Anyway, it got me thinking. I was like, oh, I want to go on a trip somewhere. I definitely want to go on a trip somewhere. I want to be abroad. I want to be doing something outside of staying in the humid of the city. And I was approached by Trova Trip to potentially host a trip internationally or domestically, wherever everybody decides. I'm gonna put a survey down in my video description. You can take it and we can all kind of cumulatively gather information and see where everybody would want to go, and if enough people want to go on the trip, we can go. We can all have a character that we put on, or even it's a book character. Maybe we visit destinations of famous books and go to different bookstores. I'm totally open to the idea. So, as I said, I'll put a survey down in my bio. Just takes a couple of minutes. Just kind of fill out where you would want to go, what your budget would be, and it could happen. It could happen. It could be special. It's hot today, babe. It's hot today. But I'm alive. I'm feeling good. Reading a great book. I'm productive, clean, fun, and having a great time. I might go to Trader Joe's and do a Trader Joe's haul. Shut up! So evil, my love. The way you've no reverence to my concern. Oh, hello and welcome. We're back. And you know what we're doing? We're doing that dang thing where I talk about some books that I've gotten. So these are books that were sent to me, some arcs, some books that are coming out. I'm slowly making my way through a lot of the arcs that I have. I've read a couple and I enjoyed them. So now we're going to talk about the ones that I've recently received. A lot of them are from Jalen, who now is part of the Hogarth team. Again, I've talked about him before, but if you don't know him, The Bar and the Bookcase by Jalen. He is fantastic, and I love him so much. Anyway, a couple have been sent my way, so let's talk about them. Flyers by Sarah Manguso. Unfamiliar. Here is the book. Stunning, gorgeous, delicious, and can't wait to eat it up. For fans of explosive coruscating. I'm really not that intelligent. It's just a disguise. Novels exploring marriage, female rage, and motherhood. Manguso's latest is shaping up to be a boundary-breaking, vital, and landmark publication. Wow! Can't wait to read about the fall of a marriage, babe. This is The Road to the Country. This is a fully published and ready-to-go book. Set in Nigeria in the late 1960s. Already very into that. The Road to the Country is an epic story of a shy, bookish student haunted by long-held guilt who must go to war to free himself. When his younger brother disappears as the country explodes in civil war. Ooh. I'll be honest, I usually read what these books are about right now. So I'll kind of collect them all, love to look at them, and then read them here now and kind of get myself excited about them. Then I was given this by Pantheon. This is All That Glitters, a story of friendship, fraud, and fine art. So you already know that I'm interested in it. Oh yes, it's all about the illegal actions of people with a lot of money. Really excited to read that. The Rich People Have Gone Away by Regina Porter. This is also from Hogarth and Jalen, that stunningly gorgeous individual that we love. Riveting novel blends satire, realism, and crime to comment on the state of our nation. We follow a diverse group of New Yorkers, speaking my language, brought together by the search for a missing woman. Oh! And then we have Wild Ground by Emily Usher. This is already out. June 4th. Stunningly gorgeous books to read. And I am almost finished with Trees. This is going to be probably another 30-minute read. These are very short chapters. I should also show you the structure of this novel because that is kind of important to show you why I'm able to read it so fast. It's very short chapters and a lot of it's dialogue and kind of broken syntax. So it's very, very easy to read. And I'm still liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I'm interested to see where it goes at the end, though, because I have a feeling I understand where it's going to go. And I think it's all unraveling in a way that's spectacular. But I want I want to fully finish it before I give a full fleshed out idea of what I liked about it and what it made me feel. So that was just a little interlude section. A little interlude. I've been in a very sing-songy mode lately. I can't shut up in the shower. I think that's good. I think that means that summer is here and I am in a great mood. I remember my dad would always poke fun at me because when I had a crush on somebody in school, I'd always come home and I'd be singing and he'd say, "Oh, is there somebody in your life?" And I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm not dancing, I'm fighting. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not dancing. Let me just have a moment with these glasses. They're not necessary, but you can have Halloween in July. Well, I've wrapped up the book. I finished it, and I'm wrapping up the week. I'd say that this has been a week of filming, of doing things like that. We know what this book is about. This book, I basically summarized it in the beginning. There has been a task, the MBI, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. These two cops, detectives I should say, are sent down to Money, Mississippi to investigate a string of suspicious murders. Now, I was under the impression that it was just going to be the likeness of Emmett Till being found alongside the murdered bodies. But it is a whole array of bodies that are found. As you read more, you come to find out the reasoning for that and kind of the more of the background of the people that occupy Money, Mississippi. Kind of a very vague way of explaining it. I always try to never talk about spoilers in these books, but I really, really loved the beginning of this. I really, really loved the beginning of this. I thought that it was innovative. I thought that it was tackling a lot of things that are necessary. I really love Everett's writing. I really, really like Everett's writing. And again, I said this before and I'll say it again. I feel like I might have to take these glasses off. Sorry. No, I feel like this could be easily adaptable into a television show or a movie, something along that. It was very, very rapid writing, very smart writing. The exchanges between each character with one another felt very conversational and natural. Again, it flowed so fast. I zoomed through this. This was a really great summer read, a really great read to just go through and completely empathize with the characters. The ending is the only thing that kind of threw me off. And I'm almost thinking that this is like a me thing lately. It's all kind of comical throughout. It's poking fun at people's names. It's poking fun at the way that people communicate. It's poking fun at a lot of different things and doing it in a smart way. But I think the ending kind of just, like, there was parts of the story that I loved that were taking on a more serious note, and then there were the comical parts that just kind of felt like they were being ramped up to be comical. And I think it could have almost just been a little less. But I liked the book. I thought it was a good book. But what I'm saying prior is that I think I'm having issues with a lot of books' endings lately. And sound off in the comments, please. I feel like a lot of times when I read a book, I am so invested in the beginning. I'm so absolutely stuck on the idea of what's going to happen at the end. And then the end happens and sometimes I just want an ending. It's like with movies now. I feel like a lot of movies now, the whole art house direction of what happens, it's up for your interpretation, is great and commendable, and it makes the viewer, or in this case the reader, participate. It doesn't give them the ending. But I feel like I've been so saturated with that lately, and this isn't just about this book. This is about books in general. I feel like I really crave an ending now. I crave an ending. I crave knowing what happens. I'm a very easy to please individual, and sometimes I just want to know what happens in the end. this is pretty easy to infer what happens in the end, right? My inference is strong enough that I can understand and interpret what's laid out in front of me. But sometimes I just want it to be told to me. I just want it to be told to me. And maybe that's because I'm a nonfiction reader. I like a lot of nonfiction. I like those hard-hitting facts, baby. So maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. I'm just craving that. But yeah, this was a really good book. I am so interested to read more of Everett's writing. I think that more than anything in this, I was propelled to read more due to how he was able to craft these characters and really make a very serious and haunting thing funny in some parts, just because of the banter between the characters. And I think it was good. I think it was very good. Really interested in Everett as a writer. But yeah, it's kind of my just like big takeaway about endings. I just want stuff to be clarified. I'm a really simple girl. This is a little bit of a boring video, and I apologize, guys, but I just wanted to hit him with the vlog. I've been getting some requests for doing some vlogs, and I hope that that was satisfying. I always start with the intention of filming so much of my outside life, and then never happens, so. Anyway, you guys are wonderful. You're fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.